Hi, how's everyone? I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning, and hello if you are new. I have a collective read for everybody. We're gonna touch on let's see, the moon. The moon is in Aquarius right now. There's also some, I might do a separate reading for Pisces because there's a lot going on in Pisces right now. Let me quick go over to the chart and see. This is for Monday the 30th. We have, poor Pisces, we have Saturn, Venus, Neptune, and the North Node in Pisces. So there is a lot of deep, hard work going on in the inner psyche. Pisces rules the deep emotions, the deep waters, the places where we don't like to venture because there's very harsh things down there. There's harsh realities down there, which, you wouldn't think because Pisces is the sign of like the deep psychic intuition, connection to others, connection to the spirit world. Um, Almost like psychic ability. But it's also very calm. It's very steady. But with all that stuff going on right now in Pisces, I heard a cleaning house of what we hold as spiritual connection. Okay. Um, I know it's deeper than that. We're gonna get into it as I start channeling. They'll clarify things for me. Also, Aquarius has um, the moon right now, but also the sun, Mercury, and Pluto. So that there's a lot of work being done in the house of Aquarius. Aquarius rules very high-minded, innovative things. Now, we are seeing that in the collective because Aquarius and Uranus also rule technology. They rule innovation. Even though Mercury rules communication, um, Uranus and Aquarius rule innovation and technology. So here we are with, let me check again. Here we are with Mercury conjunct Pluto, which is the transformer, in the sign of Aquarius, and that is really coming out lately in how we relate to technology and how we allow it to function in our lives and where we find ourselves functioning in the world with or without it. It's also innovation. So now here we're seeing the development of AI and the chat GPT stuff, and it's harder and harder to see what is real or not because with the AI coming out, AI's purpose is to look real, but it's fake. And I mean, I spend a lot. Okay, I spend a lot of time on the internet. Okay, the AI coming out now is getting better and better, but it's still very uncanny valley for me at least. I have a good eye, um, and I can tell when something is wrong or off. And it's amazing how many hundreds and hundreds of people in different threads are like, this is amazing. Where in the world is this? And it's like, nowhere in the world because it's fake. And why can't you see that? It's frustrating because it's like, it's clearly false. How can you not see that? And so that is really coming out lately. What is false and why can't people see through it? I don't know if it's going to come out in the cards, but this is what's going on in the astrology right now. Also in Aquarius, we have the sun and the moon. So the masculine and the feminine energies, they're not quite together. The sun is at 11 degrees, the moon is at 26 degrees, so they're not conjunct or anything, but they're in each other's energy by being in the same sign. So this is an energy of like finding the truth within the illusion. What did I just, oh my, what did I just say about the AI? Finding truth in the illusion, because the moon rules illusions and the sun rules clarity. And it's in Aquarius, the sign of the innovator and technology. Pluto is there, the transformer, and conjunct with Venus, Mercury. Yeah, that's communication. Pluto, being the transformer, rules Scorpio, and Scorpio is, I think, sometimes an honorary fire sign, but it also has some air qualities in that he is the analyzer. If you've ever come across someone who has strong Scorpio placements, the eyes are very penetrating because they get to the root of you, and they get to the root of the situation, and they get to the root of whatever is put in front of them because they're looking for the truth. And in order to do that, sometimes you need to take it apart. And Scorpio energy, Pluto energy is very deconstructing in order to analyze all the parts. So that's what is going on in Aquarius. Now, not only is it innovation in technology, but Aquarius is also the sign of the high minded, rebellious humanitarian. So we're seeing in the collective a real struggle with how we function as a society when we have to have more innovative ideas, eccentric ideas about what makes the society and who is a part of it. And there's a very deconstructing kind of energy going on right now about who makes up the components of that humanity. I know it's really deep, it's very deep messages right now because many of the outer planets that are slow moving have take their time going through these signs in order to really um, drag out the energy and drag it, because the outer planets rule deep work that we have to do. And right now they're in the last two signs of the zodiac, Aquarius and Pisces, the more high-minded, elevated, evolved energies. And so there's the real feeling of things being dug up, dug out, analyzed, deconstructed, dissected, and for the purpose of transforming it, because Pluto, being the transformer, is is one of the energies of death in the zodiac, Saturn being the other. Pluto is the underworld, and that is where things go to be purged and purified and renewed. So we have huge, huge themes of truth in humanity going on right now. I'm not. I'll end with that there, with a bigger. I don't want to get political, and I know that if I open that channel, I will. And I know that not everybody is here for watching tarot for politics. So if you do want me to go into that more deeply, let me know in the comments so that I can gauge if the collective really wants that. Okay? Because I can go there. But I don't, because a lot of people who do watch tarot don't want to concentrate more on spirituality or 3D personal aspects like career and love and things like that. So let me know. So I'm laying out a collective read. We're using the First Light Tarot and the Animal Wisdom deck, the Gilded deck by Ciro Marchetti, and the Celtic Lenormand. And I must say, Pisces and Aquarius are showing up really strongly here. I paused at 10:04 for anyone looking for number 6. 10:04, 1004. So, yeah, Aquarius and Pisces showing up strong. We've got Leo here also. We've got Cancer and Pisces so far. So before we get to it, remember not all messages will resonate for everyone in the collective. But leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in the timeline. Like I say, I can read the script, but I can't tell you what character you all individually play or where you stand on the stage if you are involved or if you are observing. I can only read the energy. So let's get to it. From the first light tarot, we dropped Source. From the Gilded, we dropped the Three of Cups, and from the Animal Wisdom, we dropped Scarab Beetle, 10 of Wands, 10 of Branches, reversed. This was really, really interesting to meditate on because the Source card, what stood out to me the most was where it says the universe sees you. It says you are granted a new start. There's synchronicities to watch out for. There are angelic allies all around us. It's like a green light to forge ahead because we are surrounded by love and light, and we are being called to walk in that energy. The cool thing is I could not for the life of me figure out Source with the Three of Cups because the Three of Cups is the party card. It's the group, it's the squad. It's the friend group. It's where you go party together. It's camaraderie and gossip and partying and celebrating, okay? I could not figure out what they were trying to tell me until I heard this is the spiritual friend group. This is spirit. This is the guides here. The Three of Cups is the guides. For those of you who may be new, I stutter very badly and I apologize. Sometimes I think maybe I shouldn't be making videos because I stutter so badly. But it's part of, working through it. I get visuals more than I get words. That's why I stutter because I'm trying to describe what I'm seeing. So what they were showing me was where it says the universe sees you, the divine sees you, spirit world sees you, and then Three of Cups is the companion circle, the ones who have your back. And that's what they're saying. Spirit is around us right now because they were saying this is such a pivotal time, and so many people in the collective are on like this spiritual precipice of what's going on right now and figuring out what they stand for, who they want to be, who they are to others, who others are to them, and everybody's very muddled right now. So this is a sign of support, a sign of spiritual support from the divine. They see us struggling. 10 of Branches, it's the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands is the card of ending struggle. Unfortunately, this is reversed. And in reverse, it means that we are overwhelmed and we are not putting down our burdens. So there is something here where we're still stuck in a cycle. And you see how the 10 of branches, the scarab beetle, um, the branches are all in a circle. And it's because when it's like that, they were showing me, they actually, in my mind's eye, animated this to be spinning round and round. And since the 10 of wands is burdens, we're just spinning in our burdens. And with it, if it was upright, it would mean the ending of those burdens. And with these 4 branches on fire, this represents the 4 of wands of familial stability, but it's in reverse. So even in our home life, maybe in our relationships, in our careers, in all aspects of life, there's a burden here that we are stuck in a cycle of not being able to put down. But they're encouraging us because they're sending so much power and energy to try to show us the signposts. That's why they're talking about synchronicities and things. And it's also a reminder that we are all children of Source. And we are born and are meant to walk in love and light. And right now, that's not quite so plentiful in the collective right now, walking in love and light. But we are being supported. We've got the 3 of Cups here. This is the spiritual squad. This is the support group. And part of the 10 of Wands in reverse is calling us to delegate and like assign some of those branches, some of those burdens to others that can help. And since this is reminding us about the spiritual support system, it's encouraging us to give some of the burden of the things that we can't reconcile to the divine. I don't know how that's sounding. Like I can see what I'm trying to say, but it's getting stuck. Where is Mercury right now? It's in Aquarius. Yeah. Talking about the collective. Okay. Next we've got the moon. And on top of that, we've got the high priestess. This is both water energy. The moon right now in Aquarius. It's talking about illusions. It's talking about things that are hidden or things that are not as they seem, things that we may be deluding ourselves about. With the moon being in Aquarius, the sign of the humanitarian, the innovator, the rebel, the eccentric. It's really telling us to dig deep and find out what in that energy is false. What are we hanging on to? What illusions are we hiding behind? On top of that, we've got the high priestess. High priestess is Pisces energy. And like I said, Pisces has all that going on in it also with Saturn there, Venus and Neptune in conjunction with the North Node. Let's talk about that briefly. Venus and Neptune are conjunct right now, and Neptune is Pisces ruler. He rules the deep ocean, the deep recesses of the subconscious, the collective unconscious, what connects us to each other, connects us back to source. Oh, with the source card. Okay, and Pisces there, what connects us to each other connects us back to source. That's the key for Pisces. One of the keys. It's also delving deep into what we believe in and what we connect to in order to be more spiritually open. The High Priestess card tells us that there is inner knowledge to be reconciled with. And in her card, she usually sits between 2 pillars. One is black and one is white. And she has the scrolls of enlightenment in her hands. The key to the symbolism is that the truth to enlightenment is somewhere in between the black and the white. So they're telling us to take into account what we believe and what we see, the black and the white, what we can see and what we can believe, and find the truth in there. It's in between. It's there's a balance, okay? But we can't just assume. We have to really do the soul work, okay? Um, the interesting part of this is that we have two cards that are very ethereal, very watery, very in the emotions, psychic, spiritual, and then on top of that, we've got the Ace of Fossils, which is the Ace of Pentacles, bison energy from the Animal Wisdom deck. What they were saying to me here is that there is, as soon as we can open up and find a more altruistic way of conducting ourselves, the financial opportunities and prosperity will be there. But if we can't see it, then we can't access that, okay? This is a hard one to do because there's a lot of very big themes going on here. I tend to stutter because I'm not sure that the collective wants to hear it. But as long as I'm channeling it, I gotta say it. With the moon card being illusions, and the high priestess talking about finding the truth in the black and white, there is also an element here with the high priestess of motive. And in the reverse, it would be hidden motives and keeping things secret for the purpose of what's the word? Deception. But in the upright, the motives are clear. So we're being told that we need to go underneath the illusion of what we see, what we fear, that's moon energy, and find motive to be something more elevated. The more we elevate ourselves, the more we can elevate others. And when we open up the gates of generosity like that, especially spiritually, then that Ace of Pentacles can come in. But right now, there's an energy almost of greed here. She's not in reverse, but if you look at the card, she has that one pentacle that she found on the ground, and her stance over it seems to be very, very protective. So it's like, I found this little bit, I have this little bit, it's for me, not for you. But it is opportunity if the opportunity for the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Coins. This reminds me of the bean from Jack and the Beanstalk. He planted it, he hoped for the best, and he tended it in order for it to grow. That's what we have to do. We have to be generous with our include. How do you want me to say this? Okay. They're telling me to pay attention to the way the high priestess is rising out of these waters, heart chakra first. I can't show the card because she's topless and YouTube censors nudity, and she's got a titty out. So I can't really show you the card. Maybe I can show you from way back here. She's rising up out of the waters of emotions, heart first. Okay? And it's telling us if we elevate with our heart and expand and evolve, the prosperity will be there. And at first it's going to be small. But if we Again, Aquarius energy, if we work together in innovative ways, that one seed will be enough for everyone. The next pile we've got the card of attraction, which is manifestation. What you when you raise your vibration, things that are the same vibration are attracted to you. They're showing me magnets, okay? Magnetics. The people on the same wavelength, on the same frequency will attract all like energy, okay? Like they're, like I said, a magnet. I'm a science nerd, but magnetics is not my it's not it's not my it's not my forte. I'm sorry, like I said, I'm stuttering. These are big themes. Hang on. Yeah, but I can't describe that. That's harmonics. Anyways, attraction, manifesting, pulling things towards you because you're vibing on that frequency. On top of that, we've got the Eight of Swords in reverse. Upright, the Eight of Swords is very bound in mental stress, okay? The swords often depict doubts, fears, lies, gossip, things that get into your brain and stake their claim there. It's also, they said, misconceptions, miscommunications, and false ideas. In the upright, this person is blindfolded, hand bound, on their knees, surrounded by all these negative thoughts. They're saying a lot of these thoughts are things that are put in your head, not by you, but that are meant to keep you in a certain position, fearful, and they're showing me imprisoned. Okay, they're showing me imprisonment. The difference between these two cards here is incredible. With the Eight of Swords in reverse, she's bound, she's blindfolded, she's on the ground surrounded by all these false misconceptions, okay? As opposed to the High Priestess, where she is liberated. There's nothing blindfolding her. Her hands are free. She is unbound. Okay? If we get to the bottom of the illusion, we can unbind ourselves and find that prosperity enough to grow for the future. Here, an attraction. With the Eight of Swords in reverse, this is finally finding some kind of liberation from those things that have put mental stress on us. Next to that is this wonderful Six of Shells. Manatee energy, this is the Six of Cups. It's nostalgia for a much simpler time when things were, I heard, copacetic. But what the Six of Cups represents is unbridled love, like innocent, childlike love. Remember when you were a kid and you were, everybody accepted each other? This was before we had those prejudices taught to us. Okay, this is love that is pure and innocent. This is also nostalgia for a time where things were very kind and accepting, because that's the symbolism in the Six of Cups. That it's childlike camaraderie and love. It's a lower vibration of the Lover's card, where this is like just soul love. I don't know if you remember when you were a kid how you loved your friends. This was before they're showing me the kind of connection you had with friends before you knew, boy girl designations. It's just you recognized that friend as your friend, and the love was there and the acceptance was there, and there was no barriers between your affections for each other. So this feels like we are trying to attract a very unfettered, un unencumbered nostalgia for acceptance. Okay? This is a tough one. From the Celtic Lenormand, we have the dog card, which is very loyal, dependable, supportive friend energy. I feel like they wanted me to put this over here with the Three of Cups for the spiritual support group. That dog energy is pure, pure love and acceptance and loyalty. Is dog energy is also the spirit guides. So that makes sense to come over here with Source and Three of Cups and then dog energy. Oh, they're also telling me that some in the collective, your past pets, especially the dogs, can feel your stress and they are around you. Okay? I remember a few times where I was very stressed or sad, and out of the corner of my eye, I would see a white little flash go by right around knee level, and that's about how big one of my dogs was. Um, so I often felt like he was running around the house. They come to you, they don't leave you. In spirit, they are still there, just like our loved ones. So I feel like some in the collective, they sense because they are part of the spirit world and they do interact with the spirit guides on the other side. Everybody, everybody over there, the alarms are blaring over there about what we're going through. And the cavalry is called out in order to surround us with love and light to get us through this. And that includes our pets. So I don't know who that will resonate with or for, but there is dog energy in the collective trying to guide us. If you uh, on the Fool card, he's being guided by a little white dog, and the little white dog is definitely a symbol of spiritual guidance. Okay, white being pure, dogs being a symbol of loyalty, and the the because their senses are all much more advanced than ours, they can sense things coming, they can lead you the right way, things like that. That's why dog energy is a guide. Think of if you've seen the movie Coco. When Miguel goes to the other side, Dante goes with him because he is the alibrije that will lead him through the underworld. And that's what we're dealing with now with Pluto being in play so heavily. So, um, yeah, coming back from the underworld and the passed on pets and loved ones, spirit guides, they're all around us right now. I hope that resonates for someone and brings some comfort. We also have the hill fort here from the Celtic Lenormand, and this I always get as very strict structure. Okay, this represents authority, but also isolation. Now, there's definitely some energies going through the collective of being isolated. I can't deny that the leader isolating us from allies, and Source here is talking about allies. It's not only happening on a physical level in the world in general, but it's happening spiritually to us that where we feel very cut off from allies. The hill fort is structure and hierarchy. It's also bureaucracy, ego, and arrogance in authority. If that's not playing out right now, I don't know what is. Also, we have the cross, and this absolutely means some kind of spiritual burden. It is ethics and faith and charity and mercy and redemption, and all those themes are playing out right now. Do we have mercy? Do we have charity? Can we be redeemed from what is going wrong? It's also morality and spirituality, but it's also the burden of dogma, tradition, and doctrinal instruction. Okay? Whew. Bottoms of the decks. Let's get there. The star. This is Aquarius energy again. The star is potential and it's dormant opportunity. Its wishes are possible now. Success, happy endings, and prominent beginnings. Star energy to me is redirection. It's redirecting towards your goals, dreams, wishes. It's towards your new soul purpose. Okay? Underneath that, we have soul identity. Oh yeah, they were telling me, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier with the Three of Cups, the soul group, the soul family, that's different from physical family. It's different from biological family. It's different from genetics. We're talking soul family. What group we belong to in our souls, okay? Um, this is also uh, it's the energy of compassion and patience and our service to others. This is a very Virgo energy to me because they're service oriented. This is how we serve our soul family. And now, right now, we are really in this horrible place of deciding who is our family, who is part of the group, who's part of the soul group, who's part of the collective. People are being expelled, people are being pushed to the side, people are being removed from that soul group. And we have to decide who is family. Okay? Underneath that, we have activate. It says align yourself, get grounded, get ready. There is awakening and enlightenment. Reach out with your thoughts. Incredible. Under that is the Hierophant. I won't go much deeper than that. Under that is thought. Yeah, the Hierophant is training. It's also bureaucracy and dogma. Again, it can be spiritual dogma, it can be political, it could be socio-economic. These are structures that we have. Taurus energy for the Hierophant. This is structures that we have functioned in because we were told that's the way it's supposed to be, because that's the way it always is. And right now with Pluto energy in Aquarius, we're trying there is the call to absolutely blow that apart because something in there is poisoned. Next, we've got the Two of Pentacles. This is juggling in the 3D world. This is multitasking and trying to balance two different agendas, two different ideas, two different purposes. Some of us are being pulled in two different directions. I feel like most of it is what we believe versus what we know should be happening, or what we're seeing versus what we know should be happening. In the 3D Pentacles world, this is trying to balance what we've been given with what we already have. And because we have the Ace of Pentacles and now the Two of Pentacles, what we have doesn't feel like much. Underneath that, we've got Emperor energy. I love Emperor energy. It's all four kings rolled into one. It's usually designated to Aries, or I give it to mostly Capricorn. But because it's all four kings, it really shouldn't be designated to anyone in particular. This can be any of us in Emperor energy. Underneath that Five of Pentacles, that's out in the cold. That Emperor, it's interesting because he did not come out reversed. So this is an elevated, altruistic Emperor. Okay? This is what we're supposed to strive to be. Just, kind, powerful, and peaceful. Okay? Oh, that's interesting. Underneath that, we've got the Five of Pentacles, which is loss, financial loss. Okay? And the Page of Pentacles. Now we've got Pentacle energy. That's hard work. But like with the Five of Pentacles, this is hard work that I always hear the rings from Sonic the Hedgehog when he hits something and you hear the rings fly out. That's the sound I hear when I see Five of Pentacles. Something hit us and we lost all the things that we had valued, all the things that we put value in, worth, and it's been kind of stripped away, and now we feel derelict, they're telling me. Next we have the Strength card, Lion energy, ruler of the open heart. The key with the Strength card, the reason I was like, when I was here with the Emperor saying, oh, that's interesting, is the key with Strength is real strength is found when you can balance power with peace. The struggle between the Empress and the Empress is it's yin and yang energy here, masculine and feminine. It's peace and the ego, because that lion, look how big he is and how he shines under the sun. That's the ego. The ego can get very big, he can get very loud, and he can be hurt very easily. But with the Empress there, nurturing it, caring for him. Empress energy is abundance and growth. It's understanding. It's patient. It's healing. And real strength comes from when we can balance the two. There is, how do they say it? Hang on. There is power in peace if you can be peaceful with your power. Okay? Underneath that, we've got the Seven of Shells, Sea Lion energy. I love that. We've got Manatee here also with the Six of Shells. And now we have Sea Lion, the Seven of Shells. To me, this is the vision board card. This is imagining all the possibilities. Okay? This is imagination, hopes, and wishful thinking. It's possibilities and inspiration. It says dream big, but manifest an honest reality. It says hope for the best and strengthen your heart. Hope for the best and strengthen your heart. And to do that, we're going to need to bring about that strength. Balance between power and peace. Okay? Underneath that, Nine of Pentacles, Wolf energy. This is not only abundance that we have abundance that we have worked for and invested in on our own for ourselves. But you see in this card, the wolf is talking with a raven. There is cooperation in this card. Not in all of them. Well, yeah, I guess there is in the other decks, because she does talk to a bird in the Rider-Waite. She is in her garden talking to a bird. Okay, so the ravens, they fly high and they see prey, or they're carrion birds, carrion Carrion, which is dead things. So they can find like dead animals in the forest. If it's upwind and the wolf doesn't know how to track it, the raven will call out and they will work together, and the wolves will follow the raven to the abundance, and then they can share. So there is some kind of cooperation here where you can work with somebody who can see a little bit higher than you can, but you can cover the ground. Um, they can lead you to the abundance, but you know how to distribute it. Something like that, okay? This is freedom, self-reliance, self-sufficiency, and remember your community. It says, and um, uh, hard times have paid off, but share with no fear of loss. Wow. Now, right now, there is very much a selfish energy in the collective. Okay? I want this for me, but I don't want anyone else to have it. You know what I mean? I'm sure everybody's noticed that in the politics going on. This is for me, us first, America first. We're hearing all that. This person is not one of us, so they gotta go. And this Nine of Pentacles particular is saying hard times have paid off, but share with no fear of loss. And that's one of the main beautiful tenets of this country, was that there is enough for everyone. And if we all work together, like that wolf and the raven, this Ace of Cups won't lead to this Ace of Pentacles won't lead to the Five of Pentacles of, all the coins falling out and we being derelict and destitute. Because we have to function on a higher vibration in order to manifest this nostalgia from when everybody was accepted and loved. Okay? So sorry that was so heavy-handed. It's, it is what it is, and I gotta put it out. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I feel like I shouldn't. You can tell by how bad I'm stuttering. But, I will, because it's not always lovers cards and, things like that. There are hard themes that we have to deal with in order to advance and evolve. So, we're going to go to the Ancestor Oracle messages. I hope this is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching you for your highest good. If you are vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, or share my videos. It helps the algorithm get my content seen. In the description, you'll find my email and donation links. I am available for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. And for any smaller donation, I would love to do you a 3-card spread as a thank you. Email, Venmo, and Cash App are in the description. I appreciate any and all feedback, signal boost, or donation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Can we get some Ancestor Oracle messages for the collective? This was some heavy lessons here, some heavy energy. We heard some things that maybe we weren't ready to hear, but we needed to hear. I hope I did the messages justice. Please give us 2 oracle messages for the collective in this Moon in Aquarius, Mars retrograde in Cancer energy. There's one, and there's another. Thank you so much. Okay, we have Animal Guardian, which is trust your instincts, and the Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. That's that hill fort energy I was telling you about. Structures that you're raised with. Hierophant energy, tradition for the sake of tradition. This is how it's done because this is how it's always done. You know what I mean? The Animal Guardian. Trust your instincts. It says, trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel, they just express it. And you can learn from that. When this card rises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you to I'm so sorry. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. I have every light on right now, but it's still really dim to read. Okay, so the animal cards here. We've got dog energy. Remember, loyal, spiritual, innocent, pure instinct, pure of heart, far-sighted. We've got bison here, which is protective and a good steward of its resources, they said. So be a good steward of your resources. Oh, that's what that message was. Illusion High Priestess, good steward of resources, even if you have a little. We've got Manatee, which is playful, trusting, and goes with the flow. Beetle, Scarab Beetle. That one I'm drawing a blank. I apologize. They do say they're symbols of the dead, but I think that's a misconception. So I apologize for drawing a blank on Beetle. So we've got, and the Lion of Strength. That's the ego. But it's also very protective and fierce. Oh, I forgot to do the, damn it, I forgot to do the Celtic Lenormand. We got the stars, the bear, and the female rider. Hey. Again, star energy with Aquarius. The stars are realignment. You're looking at another shore. This came out kind of on top or in between the hill fort and the cross. So even though we're stuck in these structures, we know that there are better horizons that we should be aiming for, right? Underneath that, bear energy, strength and protection, courage, resourcefulness, purposefulness, and prosperity. And female rider, I love that. News approaching, messages and announcement, movement, activity, a welcome visitor, helpful earth angel, and spiritual guidance and hope. Bam. That's incredible. Okay, animal guardian. Did I do that one? I did. No, elder. I'm so sorry. This is a little bit discombobulated. Like I said, when I get the heavy energies, I don't. I can process it and I can dwell in it and I can see the symbolism, but it's hard to say, right? It says move beyond ancestral patterns, okay? Move beyond the limitations that have been set for you by family members post and present. Know that the energy of your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns. The elder is the ancestor who comes with the message of healing change. He's an embodied soul, yet he has had journeys that go far beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a reclamation of power. When he appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. Wow, Hillfort energy, the structure, and star energy moving beyond to something greater. If you have had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. They always say tradition is nothing but peer pressure from the dead. Okay? So we're supposed to grow beyond that. Know that you get to decide what you take on. And also know that your ancestors are rooting. Your ancestors are rooting for you and are sorry for any setbacks that they created for you. Oh, look at that. One of I won't say it. Excuse me. So that's what I have. We're going to go now to the last minute theme deck. Get some closing. Some closing inspiration messages. See, trying to get out those deep themes, it has given me quite a headache. Like I said, if I knew that the collective was more receptive of those deeper, more political messages, I will gladly do those, because I am very much immersed in what's happening in the collective. But it's not everybody's cup of tea, you know what I mean? Free yourself. Time to take back your life. Scratch paper. You can always try again. Do over. Yeah, if you guys... okay. Spirit is listening. And what did I say with the source card? The universe hears you. Now we have Spirit is listening. Archangel Michael is here with mercy and protection, justice, and cutting away negative energies. That I will keep. Some of these are jokes, so sometimes I don't keep them. Fortune cookie, useful advice, encouragement, and small luck. Remember, you are spirit. Connect, listen, know, ascend, and be still. And we've got indecision. I think I want one more, but I do want to clarify that remember you are spirit. Oh, card vomit. I'll take this one and this one. And the one that's on the floor, I will be right back. Poison. The situation or something in it is toxic. Negative whisperings, heavy energy around. I don't have to tell you who I think that would be. You got indecision here. That kind of goes along with the 7 of Pentacles. I think, yeah, 7. Oh, that's the 7 of Cups. Yeah, the 7 of Shells here. The vision board. It's kind of like very indecisive. I don't know which one I want to pick. You don't know what cup is what. So there may be a lot of wishful thinking here. So the remember you are spirit, they're trying to remind us that we have to rise above what is going on right now. Okay? In order to really walk and function as elevated creatures, we have to find that compassion, and we have to find our reconnection with the source, with whatever you want to call it, the divine, spirituality, spirit, God, whatever. And to do that, we have to, like the card says, connect and listen. But we have to do that with within ourselves first, then with others, and that will complete the connection back to the divine. Spirit is listening. Archangel Michael, he says, call on me, I stand ready. Mercy, clarity, protection, justice, and cutting away negative energies. Okay? Then, angel number 111, new beginnings, self-expression, get your bearings in this new cycle. Okay? I apologize if that was disjointed. I'm so sorry that I stuttered so badly, but there were some very important messages that I had to get out, and I just hope it resonated with the collective the way they wanted me to give it. So, I will be back in the next couple days. I might do like a pick a card. We'll see. We'll see how the energies are playing out. I might do an astrology read too. So thank you for sticking with me until I see you again in the next couple days. Okay, thanks. Bye.